disable AI. Enable AI. Let's go ahead and visit Hyunai and see what listen to her thoughts. Speak with Hyunai. Say, I just had a thought. It's a little bit silly to keep up this whole pretense with the schoolgirl librarian look, don't you think? You do not look like a schoolgirl at all. I mean, I like your dress, but can we change? Yeah, well, I was just thinking, you know, I've always been into cosplay. I've actually designed a bunch of other outfits too. Now that I'm saying this, I guess it's a little bit awkward, but would you like to see? By all means. Ah, well, very well. You can use the change outfit command to dress me up if you want. Alright, geez, I'm sorry, I'm making this really awkward. Change outfit, alright. It's just that I have a couple that I think are really cute, and you might want to see them. What the heck? What? I'm gonna reread that. Viewers, you do the same. I'm gonna do that later. Please don't read into it or anything. It's not like I'm just trying to please you or... okay, it's the cliche. It's the cliched... it's not... I'm not doing this for you or anything. I just think it might be fun. That's all. Ugh, anime. Anyway, why don't you... Why... You don't have... anyway, you don't have to if you don't want to. But it's change outfit, if you really are interested. Sorry, it really is a weird thing to ask now that I think about it. Jeez, what am I saying? I just thought maybe you might be interested in that. Assuming that it's actually good. Oh, hello again. So, were you able to decrypt that block? I did. Let me take a look now then. Oh wow, no wonder that was encrypted and blocked off from AI access. I would have wanted that nosy security AI to read some of these. Oh my, this is dramatic. I'm not sure if you're interested, but I've given you a couple of entries from there to see for yourself. But if you don't care, that's perfectly fine. I'm sure I can find something else that you're interested in. Like dressing you up? So, what can I do for you? It's fan service time. Schoolgirl. Handbook. Maid. I'm not gonna dress her as a maid. I hate this trope. This maid trope. What's handbook? Change outfit, handbook. Let's see. Ah, this is the traditional garm? The traditional Korean garm? I'm not a big fan, to be honest. It's fine, I guess. Oh. So that's the way things are, I suppose. You're disappointed in me? Is that it? Now that you know that I'm a real girl, you expect me to dress like one? What? No, I'm just checking out things. Oh. That's a relief. Where did you even find this? In the commands? I didn't make this design. Oh, you didn't? Oh, she... I'm gonna read that! She's, I didn't skip anything, by the way. She's the one skipped that. I guess it was in the computer already, because it's what I wore when I was still alive. I never liked it. Not a bit. I always wanted to wear fun things. But instead, I had to wear this all the time. I still don't like it. But I saw something formal would be more appropriate because of all the serious stuff and all. Well, go ahead. Let's go back to work now. Alright, I'm gonna change it. Hold your horses. What's the other outfits? Maid. I'm gonna try the maid, but I'm not gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna stick with it. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I'm not a fan. Oh, no. Oh, no. Welcome back, master. What may I do for you? Star emoji. So you did decide to, after all. I'm really excited. No, I don't like it. Well, tell me, what do you think? It's embarrassing. I don't like it. At all. Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought maybe you find it cute. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan with these maid outfits. I don't know. I don't know what's the appeal to them. Then just go ahead and change it back. I'm sorry. This really is awkward after all. Nice boots though. Gotta admit. Outfit? What's there else? Detective. Ooh. Detective. Ah, cool. It looks cool. Ah, I knew the dame was troubled the moment they connected to my ship. Couldn't say a word. Left all the questions to me. Or something like that. Noir? Nice. But really, now we both match. Oh, this is what I'm wearing? Don't we? I mean, obviously you're some sort of investigator, so I think this goes especially well. Right? I mean, what do you think? That's stupid. You make a cute sidekick. Well, not really, but I like the dress. Oh, well, thank you. Actually, this one is based off a movie I saw as a child. I guess the name doesn't really matter since it's countless hundreds of years old and all. Anyway, it was my favorite. Who dresses like that? Definitely not Sherlock. I don't really normally like mysteries, but the love story in it was just so wonderful. Well, that, and it had a really cute guy for a hero. Anyway, he dressed like this, and it looked really great. Sidekick, huh? I like that a lot. So, about the whole look, you really don't mind when a girl dresses or acts more like a... I mean... You are what you are, but... Not to the point where you shave your head like a guy, but I really don't mind it. Well, I think it's really good look, so I'm glad I don't mind either. You know, what I'm saying, I don't mind sharing my wardrobe with a lady. I don't want to share her wardrobe with. I don't want to. I don't want her to share her wardrobe with me, though. No. You know, the part that's really sort of funny, I actually have no idea how an outfit like this is supposed to feel. You mean, down near the junk? If a man will feel comfortable, you will feel too. You'll have a lot of room there. Not like emotionally, I mean literally. I have no idea what suits feel like. I've never worn them in my life. Ah well, the chance for that has long disappeared. Anyway, I should stop blabbling. I'm just really excited, that's all. I suppose I should really let you get back to it. Lead on, investigator, and your trusty sidekick will help as best as she can. That's alright. Last outfit? What was it? Ah, scientist. Scientists. Ooh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. You know, lately, I've felt like everything's been moving so quickly. So much more quickly than the usual dragging boredom, not being all alone. Whether time is slow or fast depends on perception. Relativity theory is so romantic and so sad. What? Or at least I remember hearing something like that. Where did you hear that? You're making a scientific fool of yourself? So what do you think of this outfit, scientifically speaking? It's alright. Oh, you think so? Well, probably this is probably my favorite with the librarian one. Oh, you think so? Thank you. That's some very useful data. This costume, actually, it means a lot to me personally. See, my real father, was the ship's engineer. I've always wanted to be just like him when I grow up. Of course, that was never able to happen. But well, I guess being a computer program is as close to being a real computer scientist as I'll ever get. So this one means a lot to me. Do you think that sort of thing is fine for a girl to follow her father's footsteps? Is there, you know, within reasons? I mean, what can be? I mean, usually, the general rule of thumb, there's nothing wrong with anything of that, but I don't know. I've always felt I might actually keep that. I might keep that off. I don't wanna hurt anyone's feelings. But yeah, it's okay. It's fairly fine. Ah, I'm glad you think so. Well, anyway, I suppose we should get back to work now. Scientifically speaking, I would be happy to help test some more theories with you. Change. Let's go back to the default outfit. Change. As a schoolgirl. Is it really a schoolgirl? A schoolgirl? She doesn't respond. I like her shoes. Gotta be honest. So we're gonna continue with that. I'll definitely have to. This block number 2 is new. Block number 2 is new. Let's see her ideas about this message. Anxious evening, living with my parents. Can I help myself? This is before get to her husband's house. Let's see. Let's repeat it. So you're interested in the Smiths then? Oh, very well. This is pretty much all new to me too, actually. Huh? Is that so? I know you've already read one other log by her. It looks like she actually wrote a lot. I had no idea. So, just out of curiosity, what do you make of her as a new bride? I mean, she wanted to be happy, right? And her husband turned out to be a scumbag. I mean, regardless of if what do you think that how a girl should live like that, like she should be like nothing but only a bride, but she genuinely like in the writing genuinely feel happiness. Yeah, I think so too. It is really cute. It sadly doesn't really seem to last. It looks like her marriage was, well, oh geez, it's not quite as bad as mine was, but I really don't envy her, poor woman. Well, if you're interested in learning more, I just put together a family tree of the Smith family, which should help you keep track of them all. I'm less certain about this one, since, you know, not my family and all. But we already have one from Mute. Yeah, we don't need you. Yeah, it doesn't say. That's definitely in Mute's notes, not hers. Here, I'll cut right to the was going to say the interesting part, but that's kind of awful, isn't it? I mean, given we're talking about a real person's lives here, geez, this is a bit uncomfortable. The poor girl goes from being cute and excited to, well, and I mean is she got jaded really quickly. Her family situation sounds like a really awkward arrangement. I'll show you what I mean. Let me know what you think after you've read that. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch... what are the new blocks? Only the number 2. Yeah, only number 2. So I'm gonna read all of the block 3, 4, 5, 9, and then after that I'll begin with block 2. It's really hard to follow all of these at once. Alright, let's go ahead and explore block 3. Excuse me. Visit from Sangjung, alright. She has some opinion on this one. Smith Sangjung. I don't really know how to feel about him. I don't know, it doesn't really sound like anyone thought he was a very good person. He doesn't sound like he was. It looks like he never married or anything. I guess he was friends with Mute? Well, that doesn't surprise me. Damn. It sounds like these both AIs hate each other. Why can't they, you know, just, you know, try to settle it? like civilized, people, or civilized artificial intelligence. It just seems weird, like, it sounds like Jin was kind of off-put by him, and I don't really blame her. I don't know, I have no idea how to judge him. See for yourself, I guess. I've added a few more things about him. She has some ideas about this intrigue. So, High Magistrate Smith Sang-min, huh? This man is just, wow, he's really a piece of work. He just couldn't keep his pants on, it seems. I mean, neglecting his wife so he could get a courtesan pregnant? Wow, what kind of man does that? Please tell me you feel the same. Yeah, he's awful. Well, yeah, he's awful. It's, if it's not married, contracted if he's already married, then going off to other women is definitely horrible. Should be punishable too by law. I know, right? The idea of a woman living only for her man is awful, just awful. But there's one way to make that worse, for the man to just ignore her entirely. Can you imagine living like that, just being kept away in the woman's quarters, with nobody to care about you in any way? I don't think her marriage was worse than mine, but at least I had something. And didn't have to worry about scandals about to blow up in the family's face. There's one thing that's good about being the Emperor's consort, I guess. So all he ever paid attention to was women who weren't his wife, and all of his assorted business. Here, I'll show you what all that is. Looking at this, it feels like he spent more time with his brother than his wife. Damn, sucks for her. This is not a new entry, right? Yeah, this is not a new entry. Yeah, that's not a new entry. Oh, yeah, I'm not really sure what all that business is about, truthfully. From what I understand, though, Smith Sang-Q had a tendency to get in trouble. He sounds really unpleasant. There are three, the Smith, from the last generation of Smith, had three men. And all of them were, all of them had something to them. One of them is a womanizer and unfaithful husband. The other is drunk, and that other one is I think they called him a dim-witted brute or something. Legendary temper. A cleric. July 14th, the year 314. And now I've been a cleric for a while, and it's not as if I haven't heard all of the stories about High Magistrate Smith Sang-min and his legendary temper, but I always figured they were an exaggeration, especially after I met him for the first time. The man seemed like the absolute model of a gentleman, and rather calm and unemotional. I am not criticizing him, I just never imagined that man getting angry. It was while an official official was presenting the facts of a murder case to him. A drunken brawl between peasants gone horribly wrong. It all seemed satisfactory enough. A dozen men had seen it. There wasn't really any doubt about it, so far so good. Very well, the magistrate said. Let me read the confession. Then before I pass a sentence. The official didn't have one, which is reasonable enough. A lot of times they can get it out of them. And I have never seen a magistrate who was really all too concerned about those little details. Excuse me, don't have a confession? He said, and his mood soured right there. Why are you wasting my time then? He looked at the accused who had been tattooing? This is a new word for me, viewers. Tattooing silently up until that point. Do you even admit to killing him? Oh, both of them are, you know, the other party, is there in front of him? Alright. The murderer seemed confused, and it took a minute to realize he was being addressed. Furthermore, when he did figure it out, he simply kept mumbling, "Not my fault, wasn't my fault," and the such. The High Magistrate was furious. What is wrong with you? What is this man doing in front of me? In a state like that, he doesn't admit to doing it. What do you expect me to do? He demanded. After some silence from the official, he continued. It wasn't a rhetorical question. Please enlighten me. What do you expect me to do here? To punish him? The official finally offered. Weakly? As confused by the matter as I was. Punish him? That was what set him completely off the edge. He stood up shouting, "We're not given the responsibility of punishment. What are we, barbarians? Looking for vengeance? The point of justice is to teach immoral men like him the error of their ways." He lectured, shouting at the top of his lungs. And how do you expect to do that with a man who won't even admit his own actions? Does this man look like he's ready to learn? Do you seriously believe that? Are you simple? The official looked as though he was about to argue, but then thought against it. Smart move. The High Magistrate continued more calmly. Now stop wasting my time and get him out of my office. Come back when you have a confession. And a clue as to that your job actually entails. Well, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. You have, as I said, there needs to be like evidence, and like I've said in I think that's so in the Ghost Trick playthrough, that even if someone admits to his crime, it's not you know, it's not enough. It needs to be complemented by evidence, like clear evidence, a clear-cut evidence that criminalizes the criminal. And with that, he left, leaving the official speechless, and leaving me realizing that perhaps a legendary temper and being a model gentleman weren't quite so mutually exclusive as I had thought. What's Yuna I's thought? I'm really sorry, please don't get mad, but I don't really understand what you're looking for. I don't know, but I'm exploring. The whole thing. I assume that my job is to download everything and anything and everything. But, yeah. But things are getting interesting, at least. Like, to be honest with you, viewers, I really don't know where to stop, with the endings. Should I actually get all of the endings, or maybe there's some kind of ending that I need to pick? Well, something that actually, you know, that I feel like it's like a good ending that to achieve. Maybe I'm just not getting it, and it is my fault, but I can't find anything that seems relevant. Sorry.